Hey everyone! So I'm going to explain what I'm looking for with the virtual icebreaker activity. Again, this is mainly for my remote only learners, but if you are a hybrid learner and you are on your virtual day, maybe this will be helpful for you too. So hopefully you made a copy of this. If you look at the top left-hand side, I would just like you to erase my last name and put yours. Just get in the habit of doing that because that's kind of going to be not kind of, that will be the expectation when you're submitting assignments is to change it with your last name. But it just kind of keeps it easier for me. You're going to only choose 2 slides to complete out of this whole presentation, and then you're going to submit this to Canvas. If you are a remote learner, I want you to hold on to this because we're going to present on Wednesday our first remote learning meeting where we're all going to meet together face to face. So please save this and make sure that if you are a remote learner again, you bring this on Wednesday. So this is the first slide that you can choose to complete. So I based it off of a Netflix type of platform. It has, if our class was a show, it has a summary. It says middle school students of a small town school spend their first year of middle school with an out of this world teacher, that'll be me, during a global pandemic. The gang will move into a school year filled with poetry, short stories, novels and their adaptations, argumentative writing, nonfiction texts, and folk literature. Students will be amazed what they learn about themselves, the world, and yeah, that's that. So I picked 4 shows that I personally binged on Netflix during our quarantine time: Unsolved Mysteries, Supermarket Sweep, Ozark, and The Pig Flower Fight. So I want you to think of what you binged over break. It does not have to be a Netflix show. It can be a movie if you like a certain YouTuber or a TV show. So I would like you to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. It could be of 5 different shows. It could be of 2 different shows or a movie, whatever you want to do, as long as it's representative of you and you have 5 images. So that could be something that you decide to do. Here, you can choose to complete this slide. So this is going to be our icebreaker activity. You're going to create a summary of one of your favorite TV shows or movies. I just want to see what you know, so I would like you to mention plot events. We'll go over that in more depth and detail later on. Characters and the setting. So think of the time period, the location. Just give me an overall idea of the show or movie. You would also replace this image of a dog with a picture that's representative of your show or movie. So you would click it and you would click arrange and order, and you would want to just make sure you send it to back. That way your text can show over it. So that is how you complete that. So you could do those 2 slides, done. But I like to give you options. So you have some more options here. You can choose to tell me about what you like to eat. Like, what are your favorite snacks during break or just in general? So I put for myself my Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, a must-have for me, my extra toasty Cheez-Its, and my Boom Chick Boom popcorn. I like the sweet and salty mix personally. So you're going to add transparent images, or we like to call them PNG images here. You can just use a couple. You can use the same background. You can delete my Bitmoji if you want. If you don't know how to insert images, you can click here. I made a YouTube video explaining that. That also can be helpful for this slide as well. So you can choose to complete this slide. You can complete this slide. So again, Bitmoji myself. And I have different streaming platforms, different social media platforms. So if you used one of these over your break, you can drag them to the left-hand side of the screen. Or if you did not use them, you can drag them to the right-hand side of the screen. Kind of keeps me hip, keeps me cool, knowing what you guys like and don't like. So you can choose to complete that slide. A couple more options. We're not going to have access to lockers. So if you're a hybrid learner, even when you are at school, we're going to be carrying our backpacks from class to class. So this is kind of your digital virtual locker that you can create. I want to learn more about you. So you can add your own personal pictures. Again, make sure they're school appropriate, of your family, friends, pets, your favorite books, movies, TV shows, favorite bands or musicians, what you like to do for fun. Again, school appropriate. You can have a future goal that you want to achieve. If you're on a sport or a team, anything like that, you can add. Even if you just enjoy a sports team, like maybe you're a really big fan of the Vikings. That's what we are in my family. We're Vikings fans. My husband's from Minnesota. Or a hobby that you like, a place you'd like to visit. Literally, the world is your oyster. You can be really creative. You can decorate the inside, the door of the locker. So you can choose to complete this. And lastly, this is your last option of a slide to complete for an icebreaker activity. Maybe you traveled somewhere over quarantine. It could be locally, like maybe to your grandparents' house or something like that. Or if you didn't go anywhere, like I didn't go anywhere. If you wanted to travel someplace, maybe you find pictures or images that represent that location, and then just type in complete sentences where you have wanted to go. So maybe you said, I would love to go to Spain because I really like the food and the culture, and I want to learn more about it. Something like that. So again, your task to complete 2 slides, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 options to choose from. I love to give you student choice, and you have 2. So your goal is to complete 2 of these icebreaker slides. We're going to share them at our Google Meet if you are a remote learner. So please follow these, again, guidelines when we do that. But please be sure to turn it into Canvas. Again, if you have any questions, you can post them in the discussion board onto Canvas or send me an email. Thanks, guys. I'm so excited to get to know about you. I'm really excited. Thanks.